session is going to deal with the new market for 2025 as we enter it we're in the early months of 2025, and we'd like to know what the heck is going to happen in the real estate market in the near and distant future of this year. We're going to be faced with, well, I don't really think this, I'm almost certain, we're going to be faced with a very, very similar situation that we have been faced with in the last couple of years. We're going to have a low inventory of properties, and we're also going to have some high interest rates, relatively speaking. The interest rates, I talked to my experts on this, the folks over at Key Mortgage, and they're suggesting that today's marketplace, maybe not in the rest of the year, but certainly right now, we're looking at 7% to 7.25% interest rates on mortgage money that's being loaned, provided, of course, you meet all the other criteria. The other suggestion that we're faced with is a lack of inventory. It's projected that we're going to have about 1.1 million new homes constructed in this country in the coming year. There's a need, or will be a need, for close to 3 million purchases. So you can see, typical, it's always been that way, but it's highly unlikely that we're going to come up with another couple million sales in the resale market. What the heck is driving all this stuff? Well, we've got two big issues that are being dealt with right now. The one is an issue of deportation of immigrants. That, along with the threat of tariffs, and in fact, in some instances we already have them, are impacting the real estate industry or the home building industry and the sales industry quite significantly and quite directly. Deportation, well, how can deportation have anything to do with the real estate market? Well, it's a rather significant impact because there's a lot of labor that comes to the construction industry from immigrants. We have not just the Latin countries, but the Poles, Ukrainians, European descent folks that come in. Some of them are craftsmen, not just laborers. They says that if we start losing those folks in serious numbers, it is certainly going to impact the construction industry and their ability to come up with that 1.1 million homes. The tariffs have significant impact on the cost of goods. Obviously, we all understand that. And when that does, it impacts labor, not labor, but lumber, and it impacts various metals, etc., and things that are needed in that construction industry. And so the tariffs have an impact along with the deportation. The material costs are going to go up, even if they're and cost of the homes is going to go up. There's intent on the part of the construction industry right now to build smaller homes because they're at a lower price point with that construction, and we're getting to situations where we don't need large homes for first entry buyers, people who are looking to get started in the home, looking for starter homes, not 6-bedroom manses somewhere on Long Island Sound. So the issues of deportation and tariffs have some impact on our industry, along with, I guess, certain other experts like myself in various other industries are coming up with the same problem and having little sessions like I am with you here. So we're looking at homes, we're projecting that to be built. They were shooting for 1.3, now we're at 1.1. And these figures come from much smarter folks than I am. And the need, the real estate, that we're probably going to be in need of 3 million homes or 3 million sales. So if the new construction is only governing 1.1 million of those folks, well, the resale market's got to come up with a couple million on their own. So that's really what's going on. We're faced with the same issues that we've been faced with for the last 2 or 3 years, maybe even longer, and that is of a low inventory and high interest rates. If things turn around and get a different situation with regards to our inventory, because we find that the tariffs are doing what the administration will do, and that is help the situation in goods, bring them back into our country, and maybe the costs won't go as high as we expect them to or anticipate them to. That may help our construction industry in keeping control over the dollar amounts that these new homes are costing, and certainly maybe deal with the actual size of those homes as well. That's pretty much the long and the short of it. Lack of inventory, high interest rates, that's what will keep our market, and it's going to keep it strong. Now, I will say that the strength of the market in terms of increase in your equity in the homes, the percentage of increase in the home values is not going to be anywhere near what it has been in the past. The projections now for this coming year are more like 2% of an increase in your home's value in terms of its, that obviously affects your equity. In the past, we've been looking at, in some instances, as much as 10 or 12% a year per annum of an increase in the value of your home and equity, which allows for things like home equity loans. Talk to your lenders about this. Key Mortgage is an excellent place to look for cashing things out, getting home equity, stuff like that. So those are the issues that we have at hand. We've got a lower inventory, we've got higher interest rates, and we're going to see less of an increase in the value of your current home, which is certainly going to impact your buying power if you choose to downsize or get yourself that second home in a warmer climate down in Florida, Phoenix, Arizona, wherever you might be going. So that's it. That's my session for today. If you found it interesting and you more of our talks with regard to the real estate market in Chicagoland, press that subscribe button and you'll be notified when our next session comes on board. It also gives you access to all of the 60 or 70 other videos that we have. This is our first year anniversary. My assistant has told me, he's reminded me of that, and so I'm all excited about it myself now. I didn't realize we'd gone that long on this little venture of ours. Subscribe button, we'll be in touch with you on a basis, but if you got a burning question, you just can't wait till that next one comes out, and who knows if it's going to answer your question. Call me, 847-651-2582. Dennis Cecil, Baird & Warner Real Estate. My office is in Arlington Heights. I go anywhere in the northwest suburbs and in northern Illinois. Thanks for listening. Stay warm in our cold weather temperatures down here, and be safe. Take care. Bye-bye.